Good morning, this is Pramod Jaiswal from English Chronicles. Today I am going to take up a play, A Midsummer Night's Dream, written by William Shakespeare. As you know, he is a great playwright and he has written more than 34 plays or dramas, and earlier also in Hamlet I have discussed about him. So let's move on to this one. This is a romantic comedy. The meaning of romantic is there is love affairs, and comedy means there is a lot of sense of humor, so that the audience burst into laughter. And in those days, in Elizabethan period, the dramas were enacted on the stage in order to please the upper class, even Queen and the elite class. They were to be entertained. For this reason, the playwrights wrote drama and enacted. And in those days also, the role of females were enacted by males. Females were not supposed to go on the stage. So let's see about, as according to the heading, A Midsummer Night's Dream. So it's a summer season, and dream, obviously, more or less, it comes into your mind. You foresee or you see what is going on when you are in a subconscious state, that is asleep. Now here there are a few love affairs. For example, first of all I have to make the pairs of the participants of the love affairs. The play takes place in the palace of King Theseus, and he has just one a queen of Amazon, that is Hippolyta, and in her court comes the other players, means other love affairs is between Hermia and Lysander. Another is Helena with Demetrius. And there is fairy tale also. The king of fairy is Oberon, and his wife is Titania. There is another play within play in which Thysbus, and that I'll talk to you later. There is another play in which Thisbe and they are also playing within play, another play in which both male and female die. So we shall take up. The play starts with in Athens. This place is Athens, is in Athens, and those dream part is played in the forest. Most of the scene. There is another one role played by mechanicals that is very important. Mechanicals are those low class people, carpenters, workers, carpenters. They are called mechanicals. Their role is also in the Thisbe, and that play they will be playing role. And another very important role played by his bottom. These are the characters. Who has an head of an ass. So it is divided in a few sections. So first I'll give you a brief introduction of the play, how it moves on. The father of Lysander, Hermia, the father of Hermia is Aegeus. He appears in the court of Theseus and appeals that his daughter is marrying Lysander against his wish. and that she should be punished. But Hermia says, and he says that he wants Hermia to be married to Demetrius. Hermia openly says to the king that she was in love with Lysander, and even at the cost of her life, she would not listen to her father's advice and would go against anything because she loves only Lysander. And they both, and her father was also against, and the king gave them 3 or 4 days so to give them their opinion and to decide. And within 4 days they are also going to be married, their marriage, and for their marriage this play is going to be enacted, another play. And so different roles play within play. There is another question, play within play, that I shall discuss it later. So first, so they elope, Hermia and Lysander elope from Athens, and they come into a forest. They come into a forest. This forest, most of the major part has been enacted in the forest. So, and Hermia and Helena both were very good friends. Hermia informed Helena about her elopement with Lysander, that she is escaping from Athens. She is going because her father was dead against this marriage. And what Helena did, she told Demetrius. Now Demetrius followed them and followed by Helena. So they also come to, so in the forest were Hermia, Lysander, and Helena, and Demetrius. Now again, another part is played by Oberon. He is married, he is king of the fairies, he is king of the fairies. And there is always a quarrel between this husband and wife, Titania. They have been married for years, and so they have been married for years, but because of the quarrel that takes place between them, so Oberon wanted to give a lesson to Titania. And what he did, he orders his servant Puck. He orders his husband Puck to put a flower juice in Demetrius' eyes, and what was the effect of this juice? That when the person wakes up, and the person, whoever comes in front of his or her, will fall in love with him or whoever he or she it may be. So that's the way it goes on. What happens? Now Puck, all these 4 were sleeping in the forest, and they also have come to the forest. Theseus and Hippolyta, the king and queen, also have come to celebrate, and they have come, Oberon and Titania have come to bless them, bless the marriage of and that Theseus and Hippolyta. Now they found that these four persons were lying in the forest asleep. They are worried, and Puck, as he was instructed, he took Lysander for Demetrius. And when he opens his eyes, he saw Hermia, Helena, and Lysander falls in love with Helena. Now what happens? Helena, Demetrius loves Helena, and now Lysander also so become a triumvirate. Three. One is Helena, this is Lysander, this is Demetrius. That was the effect of the flower juice. So when she comes to know Hermia and Helena, a great quarrel arose between them, and they, both of them, Demetrius and Lysander, both of them left them to let the duel go on, let them decide on their own, and they went off. So later, now the second half, as the night is going to be over, I am talking in brief, I am not going in full detail, just giving you an outline. And as you know, this very supernatural effect, this King Oberon shows supernatural effect. That happens only in night. The day is to the daybreak. So he orders Puck that they should be restored, and he also orders Puck to give the eye drop in Titania's eyes. And what happened to Titania when she wakes up? When Titania, that's the most humorous part, wakes, she saw bottom with ass head, and she falls in love. So now false love happens between the triumvirate. Lysander and Demetrius both are after Helena, and here Titania also, when she wakes up, she falls in love with bottom. And then before it is dawn, Oberon thinks that everything should be restored so that the play should come to normalcy, should be restored. So he orders Puck to put another juice of Diana, which will awaken them from the dream. And he puts the eye drop in both of them, and they again come to normalcy, and again the peace was restored, and the pair was also sorted out, Hermia with Lysander and Theseus with Hermia with Lysander, Helena with Demetrius, and Oberon with Titania. And also Theseus is married to Hippolyta. And in the meantime, there is one play which has been enacted in order to entertain this, in which the character is Thisbe, and one more character is there, Thisbe and what's the name? So both of them die. One thinks, the lover, when the lover saw that the beloved is eaten by a lion, because he sees her scarf, so he also suicides. And when the beloved comes, when she sees that Thisbe is dead, she also kills herself. So here, death of another pair, both of them die. This is another ending, sad ending. This was a play enacted in the occasion of their marriage. So this is how the play ends in brief. We shall discuss. There are 3-4 important questions in this. First is how it is a romantic comedy, and second, it is a play within play. And third one is the role of mechanicals. I shall discuss all these 3 questions in the next video very shortly. So if you liked my explanations, please share among your friends and press the like button. And please do put your comment in the comment box, so that if you have a problem, I can clarify your problems in the next video. And if you like it, please subscribe to my channel, so that continuously you are getting fresh videos. I'll be sending it to you, posting it. So thanks for watching my video. Have a nice time.